You know, it's so weird how when you like look up something online, all of a sudden you just get thrown images and videos of that all over social media. I was just looking for an axe. Why is it all of a sudden I'm getting shown video clips of people chopping wood, like this guy, or this woman from Canada, or even my good friend Jeffrey? What's the deal with all the wood chopping? And anyway, why make videos out of it? I mean, how hard can it be? Well, as they say in the South, hold my beer. Here on How Hard Can It Be, we like to work as little as possible. We like to find the easiest, most direct way to doing most things. On today's episode, I'm gonna try to cut one of these giant rounds into pieces small enough to chop into firewood. How do you deal with all these giant rounds if you don't have a big wood splitting machine and, you know, a bunch of stuff like that? I found this one guy who was showing how easy it was to cut a giant round into small pieces to manage. So I thought, why not? How hard can it be? I think some things he was doing were a little dangerous, so I'm being a little more cautious. First things first, all the safety gear. Goggles, gloves, and no offense to that guy, he was awesome, but I'm not going to use my axe to as a wedge. He basically showed how you could use your axe as a wedge, and then take a hammer and basically hammer into the round, and it would become, you know, it would split. But that's very dangerous because the back of most axes, especially the one I think that he had, it's not made for pounding on. This could shatter and send shards of sharp metal into your eye, your leg. You could get cut by it. So you're never supposed to pound on the back of one of these things unless it's made for that. There are special axes that are made to do that. This is just a regular wood splitting axe. It's not made to do that. So what I have is this wedge, which is made to be pounded on. It's made of a kind of steel that is meant to be hit over and over again with a hammer. And then I've got this 3-pound hammer. Or is it a 5-pound? I have to look that up. So that's basically all you need to do it. So let's see, how hard can it be? Let's try this out. What you want to look for are these cracks that run naturally through it, and just try to work with the way the wood is already wants to split. I'm gonna try to select this one crack here that runs out to the edge, and I'm just gonna put the wedge right in that crack. All right, he says you don't have to pound it, you just have to tap it. So let's see what happens. I've done about 60 taps at this point. Working! Amazing! Wow, it actually works. Damn, listen to that thing splitting. Oh, it's awesome. Wow, this actually does work. It's incredible. Look at that, it's like a freaking Grand Canyon opened up in the wood. I just pretty much not tapped, but I didn't wail on it. So yeah, it actually does work. That guy was right. You're gonna run into some things like knot holes. Whenever there's a knot, whenever there's a branch coming out, the wood is super hard in that area. So just skip that area. Don't even like waste your energy. Move over to a part of the wood that doesn't have a branch or a knot, because you're gonna be just using 10 times the energy it should take to do that. Look at that, there it goes. So easy. I love it. Why cut wood by hand? Well, I mean, it's a great exercise. Plus, there's something about doing this by hand with an axe that is just so rewarding. I can't explain it. It's like we don't live enough in our bodies. There's this primal thing we're missing. It's not just men, everyone, you know. It's like we are missing this way to express ourselves more physically in a constructive, productive way. So it just feels awesome to chop a piece of wood. I would say anybody able-bodied could do this. Spending my afternoon chopping firewood. The old-fashioned way. The way men were supposed to do it. Okay, so anybody can chop a reasonable sized log. I mean, if I can do it, anybody can do it. But let's try something a little more challenging, shall we? Up the ante a bit here on How Hard Can It Be? What about this? Here I am in the middle of a whole fallen Douglas fir. This tree was originally 150 feet high with a base this wide, and now it's been rendered into rounds all over my backyard. And honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do with all this stuff. Now it's just a matter of quartering up that and chopping it into firewood. How hard can it be? It's hard, but doable. Yeah, you just got to keep going until either you or the log gives up. And today it was the log. Last night the log won and I had to give up. Yeah, you know, you win some, you lose some. Well, that's the show. I guess I better get back to chopping these rounds into manageable sizes now that I know I can do it. How hard was this one? I gave it 2 beers on our 5-beer scale. It really wasn't that hard. You have a couple of simple tools like an axe, a hammer, an axe with a hammer on the end, and a wedge. You can do it. Anybody can do it. So please like and subscribe if you want to see more weird, crazy content like this, or, you know, all our other shows, How Hard Can It Be, Wild Crafting Wonders, and of course, your old favorites, the Suburban Explorers. Like and subscribe. We're trying to get to that magic number. If you could possibly help us out, that would be great. And if you can't do that, just tell your friends and help us get there. And if you're feeling extra generous, you know, why not try our Patreon account? You know, you can check it out, and if you feel like supporting us there, fantastic. Or not, don't worry about it. At least just click that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. All right, we'll see you next time on How Hard Can It Be? Better get back to work. These logs aren't gonna chop themselves. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I work all night and I sleep all day.